Chapter 3. Oh, that's fine when he hatched. Cinder towered over the mushroom house Sparks' family lived in. It had been 3 days since Spyro and Cinder arrived in the Dragonfly village. Cinder spent most of the time with Spyro's parents talking about stories of Spyro's childhood. Today, Sparks' mother was showing her the family's photo album. The book was tiny, but Cinder couldn't complain. Her eyes were able to make out every detail. He's so adorable. A couple years away, Spyro lay next to the creek where he was first found and covered his head with his paws. Dear Lord, I don't know if I can take this anymore. Dark Spark was laughing hysterically with his mother Cinder as he looked over Spyro. Sorry, buddy. Better you than me, though. He chuckled as he wiped a tear from his eye and tried to catch his breath. Hey, Mom, tell us about time when Spyro brought all over the house. Hey! Spyro shouted defiantly. Spark, behave yourself, his mother scolded. We have a guest here. It's quite alright. I'm used to it by now. Cinder smiled reassuringly. But now that I think about it, do you have any stories to tell about Sparks? Sparks' mother's eyes seemed to gleam as she met Cinder's stare. Goodness, till I ever. Since Sparks was always getting to places he shouldn't be, it was mostly up to Spyro to get him out. Like this one time. No! Sparks wailed and flew away towards Spyro. Spyro, come on, buddy. I was just kidding about the stories. Just make her stop. I don't know, Sparks. Spark grinned fiendishly. I do kind of want to hear about how many times James had to get you out of again. Sparks frowned across his arms. Say we get out of here while we can before saying anything more about either of us. Spark looked over Cinder, who was leaning closer to the pool and laughing as her mother rambled on about their childhood. On second thought, that sounds like a good idea. He got up and left the females to their own devices. Theodore stood over the pool and gazed into its emptiness. Ignitus had the ability to see visions of the future in this pool, but he did not possess such a unique ability. The Earth Guardian sighed sadly. He had known Ignitus since they were young males in his prime. When his friend had said he was staying behind with Spyro and Cinder, he knew it was probably going to be the last time he would ever see the Fire Guardian. However, he chose not to say anything. Now he felt very empty. Looking back, he wished that he had said something. The world was ready to end, but he could have spared a few words for his friend and fellow guardian. Theodore's shoulders rose, then fell heavily with a rumbling sigh. Why so glum, old friend? Theodore's head jerked up with a familiar voice. Ignitus? The voice was near. Very near. Theodore almost wondered if he had just imagined a voice in his head. It's been some time, Theodore. Ignitus answered somewhat sadly. Ignitus? Where are you? There'll be time for that later, my friend. Quickly, gather the other guardians. We have much work to discuss. Welcome back, boys, Cinder chattered cheerfully as Spyro and Sparks returned to his village late that evening. Are you done learning about all of our embarrassing moments in our childhood? Sparks grumbled. For now, yes, Cinder chuckled. He was laying beside the house and smoke rose from the chimney. What smells so delicious? Roxy sat down beside her. You must not thought that after all the trouble we put you two through, that would treat you something special. Special? Like what? Sparks trying to read into Cinder's words. Supper time, everyone! Oh, goody! Sparks cheered when he saw his mother come out to her with a plate of steaming food. He rushed in for it, but his father comes by Aunt Tina. Not so fast, son. We have a guest. Besides, ladies go first. Lady, are you kidding me? Sparks pouted. Yeah, right, Sparks. Sending down her eyes at him. You should go first. Yeah, see? He turned to man. That's what I'm talking about. He paused a second. Hey, wait a minute. The whole family burst out laughing. Spyro walked through the halls of Moon Temple. All was quiet except his breathing. Why am I here? He said to himself. The Moon Temple is supposed to be where his voice showed off as the memories came back to him. The Chronicler! He gasped and took off running. He dashed down the halls and arrived at the portal to the Chronicler's chamber. As soon as he stepped through, he searched frantically for the old dragon. Chronicler! Are you there? Chronicler! Easy now, young dragon. A soothing voice came from the shadows. The Chronicler you knew has passed his duties on to me. Spyro was going into the darkness. The voice sounded all too familiar. Who are you? The dragon stepped out of the shadows and smiled warmly. Spyro's eyes widened in shock and his jaw fell open. He almost couldn't believe what he was seeing. Ignitus! He managed to squeak. Hello, Spyro. I am glad to see you are well. You have been worried for some time. I'm so glad to see you, Ignitus. Spyro cried and flung his paws around the former fire guardian's massive leg. The purple dragon tears of joy streamed to his cheeks. I thought I'd lost you forever. He looked up at his mentor. He now carried the crystal pin that the previous Crunkler had around his neck, and the back scrolls grayed on his sides. Young dragon, know that I will always be with you inside no matter where I am. Ignite nuzzles Spyro to help calm him down. I don't have much time to talk, Spyro, but I really wish to see you again. That is why I approached you here. But Ignitus, I don't understand. I have so many questions I want to ask you. I know you do. Ignitus whispered softly, continuing to nuzzle the youngster. But there's more important business that needs your immediate attention. Spyro cocked his head to the side curiously. What could possibly be more important than you, Ignitus? Dark Monster's defeated and the world is safe again.